Hey man.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, just got back from a hike. Thought I'd come by and tell you about my wilderness first aid course.
There's not that much to learn, is there?
Oh, there's lots to learn. Yeah, so initially I was planning to take standard first aid. I've taken OFA level 1 before, but it was about to expire. So I thought, I'd take standard first aid, like it's really useful. Like I kind of want to work in Surrey and I think they require it for a lot of the Surrey jobs. But then I was looking into it and I realized that wilderness first aid actually includes standard first aid. Enjoyed the course, and it was definitely different than the OFA level 1 course I took, because it was a lot more focused on critical thinking rather than just like, oh, you have all of the supplies you need, here's how to do the technique. So yeah, it was super cool. But yeah, this was great. We were outside the whole time, and yeah, it was awesome. Oh, I just gotta grab something.
So you want to like draw, bro?
Hells yeah. So my first initial objective was to learn how to do first aid on children, because before, when I took the OFA level 1 course, it was just basically for like a workplace scenario. So because I work like at a skating rink and stuff, there's a lot of kids around, and I thought it'd be beneficial to learn that. So standard first aid covers that, and the wilderness first aid course covered that as well. My second learning objective was just to kind of like refresh my CPR skills. It's something where I felt like if I was in the situation, I would be able to do it, but I wasn't, I didn't feel too confident with it because it had been like 3 years. So I thought, like take this course, like refresh CPR and stuff. Oh yeah, and so like what I learned about myself as a learner, it definitely corroborated with what I learned during that module a few weeks ago, where we were taking sort of like the learning styles quizzes. So I'm definitely a hands-on learner or a kinesthetic learner. So the quiz thing, I got naturalistic learner. So learning outdoors, like most of the course was taught outdoors, which was great for that because we're out in nature and stuff. And yeah, it just kind of helps keep your mind fresh and makes it easier to learn. And I think I'm about done.
Yeah, me too, dude. I drew a leprechaun, a house, and 2 suns. What'd you draw?
Oh, nice, dude. Check it out.
Son of a bitch!
So one of the coolest things about wilderness first aid versus like a traditional first aid course was that, like, with a regular first aid course, it's kind of like, that's not funny. With a traditional first aid course, they'll teach you the skills, and then they'll just kind of get you to like go off with your partner and practice them. In the wilderness first aid course, they'll teach you the skill, they'll get you to practice them, but then they'll run these scenarios. So they'll get a few volunteers from the class to go off basically into the woods, and they put costume makeup on them, and then they'll have them blow a whistle, and you have to go and find them with your group and basically assess the situation and do first aid on them. So like I did one where my wrist was impaled with like a stick, and they'll have ones where people have like sucking chest wounds and they put fake blood on them. So it was cool because it made it a little more realistic. In conclusion though, like the course was a lot of fun, as I mentioned. It definitely helped me grow as a person, and actually one of the programmers in White Rock found out that I was taking it and asked if I could lead some day hikes for them now. So it's helped my employability, and it was just overall a good time. But yeah, man, thanks for having me over and listening to my stories about wilderness first aid. Am I supposed to walk out the door now?
Yeah.
Okay. We can just cut it there.
No, just walk out the door.
Okay, see you, man.
Come on. Ha, sicker than your average. Pop a twist cabbage off instinct. Pink Gators, my Detroit players. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. Dead right.
Dude.